I will not sleep until Nico Tyrone Harrison is facing a representative jury of his peers. He must testify. 2,500 life sentences consecutively, and each time he dies, he must be charged with a first-degree attempt to escape. I will not sleep until then. You will answer for what you have done, sir. This is uncanny work. This is unbecoming of your character. This is abstract work. This is... all right. Let's just give him a fair shot. Let's give him a fair analysis. Let's look at the world through the lens of one Nico Tyrone Harrison. Let's just look. So picture this. You have Luka Andreas Doncic. And I don't know if that's his middle name, but it does sound like it fits. Now you have the greatest NBA player. And he is young. He is happy. He is there to stay. He has full scoliosis carrying the team on his back. We've seen it multiple times, single-handedly winning games, legitimately winning the games by himself. He's like, all right, I think we win now. And that he literally does that. Took out to the playoffs, conference finals. And then one day you get a phone call from the Lakers office. And they're like, hey guys, well, you probably joking extremely sarcastically. There's like, hey Nico, well, what if we gave y'all, I don't know, AD, another disaster, as B Titty would say, always down, always damaged, always doubtful. What if we gave you AD, bro? And I don't know, minimum Christie. What if we gave y'all them, and then you give us Luka Doncic, and that's it? What if we did that? And then Nico, he's like, wait, for real? You give us 80? And then Lakers office is like, sure, man, take him. Just give us Luka. And then Nico is on Ja. Word to bro? That easy? You give us AD, bro? Seriously? No moments way? And this, mind you, is before the draft, right? So you give him just Luka Doncic. You give him. There you go. Now you have AD. Guess what? One game in, he explodes. Who could have? Boy, am I Nostradamus? Am I that so Raven? Do I have a crystal ball? Who saw that one coming? He is immediately, expeditiously, with haste, on purpose, with Alice in his heart, gets injured on purpose. One game in. And then you also have, so we're going to have AD, and then we're going to have Kyrie, and then guess what? Let's just skip ahead. Eventually, you win the first round pick somehow. That was not suspicious at all. You capture the flag. So guess what? You're going to have like Cooper Flagg, Kyrie Irving. Okay, wait a second. Nico, did he cook? Question mark? Did he pass the allegations? I don't know. It seems like maybe Kyrie's injured for the season. AD and Kyrie has only played 28 minutes together. And then in the middle of the season, towards the ending, you trade AD. Mind you, okay, so he's always hurt. Let's see who we trade him for. All right. You trade him. All right, check it out. Hey, yo, I said you trade him for Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, Malachi Brown. You get a few first round picks and whatnot. Oh, and you can't forget. Here we go. Here's the bit. All right. Marvin Bagley, not the first, not the second, but the third. I need Nico Harrison. We need a search warrant. Actually, we don't have time for that. Put him in the absolute highest maximum security prison. Now, throw the full book at him. Give him every charge. Give him everything you have. Any unsolved crimes, put it on Nico Harrison. This is absolutely unacceptable. And I'm not even a Dallas fan. I'm just a concerned citizen because this is just phenomenal work. He is a sleeper agent, bro. There's no way. CIA agent. This is Alex Mason. What does the numbers mean? He is infiltrating the NBA by, I don't know, China or something. to just torture the city of Dallas. I really don't understand what Bull is cooking inside of his cranium. Please don't ever let him cook again. I don't want to see him cook a bowl of soup. I don't want to see him cook no ramen noodles. I don't want to see the kitchen burnt. It's smoky to dust. You're done. I'm not gonna lie. I did give him the benefit of the doubt, right? Because having Cooper, Gafford, I think y'all still had Powell and AD. That's a big boy team, right? That's a lot of height. And then Kyrie, maybe he can swing it around. Y'all won't have no type of shooting though. But all right, maybe defense wins championships. You're gonna be like the 04 Pistons or something. All right, but then again, obviously, they both just absolutely. I can't even think of the words, man. And then you trade them at the end of the day. Where to do that at? Other than in Dallas, I guess. Because the rest of the trades made sense. Like, let's just evaluate those. Because I don't know what else to say about this. We're getting some stuff live here. This is live. We are on the air. So another big thing, James, not Harden, easily traded. He makes his team chemistry absolutely zero. I just can't fathom what was going on. What is it? The braids? Where you going, bro? Where you going? The team was actually cooking. The LA, they was cooking. Fourth quarter, screaming, I see why Batum in. I see why Kyrie in. I see why Harden in. They was absolutely hooping in LA. And now he's like, all right, bro, Kawhi, I'll still mess with you, my boy. Going to Cleveland. Hopefully you don't malfunction or whatever, bro. Whose man's is this? Where you going, bro? Stay on one singular team. James Harden, try to stay on a team challenge. Absolutely impossible. What is going on, bro? Is Cleveland, do they have the clubs there, bro? They don't have better ones in LA? Come on now, lock in, twin. This is live. I'm looking at threads, looking at Reddit. Somebody said, we gave up a young, high ceiling player who we all love, but is injury prone, for an immediate upgrade who was owed and chokes in the playoffs. To be honest, a very fair deal. I agree. This is the most horizontal trade perhaps that I've seen, I guess, with my eyeballs. That was pretty straight up. I'm trying to figure out, it doesn't really change really either of the teams. I can't really tell. Harden should definitely open up Mobley's game a lot better. Obviously, swinging the rock. It does help, I guess, with some better veteran leadership for the Cavs. Really, I feel like it's just a W for the Cavs, to be honest. But Garland is a good player, but you traded a guard for a guard. He's younger. He has better upside, so I guess that's better. I just don't really know what exactly to make of that one. But that's kind of a fair deal. We're just going to have to see that one. At least Nico, this one makes sense. There's ups and there's downs to both sides, but that's the most 1-to-1 ratio type of deal, I would have to say. I don't know what the audience, if you concur with the sentiments. What else do we have? I forgot. Probably just to block the trauma. I don't want to, he whose name I shan't say, coming from a Hawks day one, a Hawks diehard, but of course, Washington. What they received, I guess I'll say it. Trae Young and AD, same squad. First of all, mind you, not like they could have done that in Atlanta. Trey, Rayford, Anthony, not like y'all was clearly in trade deals and could have swapped KP for AD and Trey, you stay with your lazy and the A rapid. But I'm just looking at this. Oh my God, this is just unbelievable. But AD, Trae Young, and Sar over there, that's kind of an interesting squad. I do say Trae and Sar, they are some very young individuals, young fellas. And then I don't know if AD feels maybe the Wizards maybe do some magic or heal all of his before he succumbs to his wounds, or but if he can play that court. But well, AD wants to be a 4, but get ready to learn center, pal, because I'm pretty sure Sar is gonna have to be the 4. I'm just saying, but whatever though. But that is a very interesting rotation. And they also received a few people who they got doggone Jeff Hardy, D'Angelo, the R&B singer. Shout out to him, R.I.P. brother. And they also got Dante Path of Exile. Well, not sure if any of those fellas are going to do anything, but they do. They also got Ruffles. He's a really good point guard, I must say. Not like the Hawks could have used him or anything, but whatever. They have him. I don't know what obviously the Wizards lineup is. I'm not even sure if anyone in Washington even knows the current Wizards lineup, but those are some very intriguing moves. They do tickle my fancy. And speaking of fancies being tickled, man, why are the Jazz kind of looking good right now? Question mark? They got some big boys over there. They have doggone, what's his name? Gotta hit the snap for that one. Hold on. What's that boy? All right. Marketing advertisement. But they all now. Who let this happen? Why'd they get rid of JJ? Triple J. What's going on in Memphis? They're trying to get rid of Ja. Now they've actually gotten rid of Triple J. What is going on? They got rid of Jock, Londell, Vince Williams, and Conjure. I think Conjure was conjuring up some points over there, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, because who cares about Memphis right now? But other than Glorilla or something, but Jaren Jackson and JJ is looking really nice. Now, I will say, who they get? They got Georges Niang. Good God. Niang, Kyle Anderson. Never mind, they didn't really get anyone. But they did get some picks, though. But I do like Triple J. And then they have Keontae George over there. Like, Keontae George, he was hitting on my parlays. I must insist. So these guys are cooking over there. I don't know. So I'm gonna keep your eye on you. I could make a joke, but we're not gonna. All right. So what is going on in Philadelphia? Did the front office eat too many cheesesteaks and the sauce got interfere in their brain cells? But they got rid of Jared McCain and they gave him to the Thunder. Can we please be serious? Why would you give anyone to the Thunder, especially right now, and especially a very young talent such as one Jared McCain, who's, in my opinion, in everyone's opinion, been hooping? What's going on, brother, man? Why would you help out? Get a load of this, guys. So once OKC wins another championship, I am definitely blaming Philadelphia because right now, I think SGA just got injured. So Jared's going to get some doggone minutes over there. But come on, dog. Come on, bull. That's what they say in Philly. But what the Philly? I had to get that one in. That was a really good one. But this is crazy, bro. I just can't. We already know. Soon as Jared McCain touchdown and he's turning back into a rookie of the year form. On jaw he is. I promise I put it on the Philly cheesesteak he is. And then he's a young talent. It's just like, you can't keep doing this. You can't just keep stealing young talent and just making an absolute, just the 98 Bulls. You cannot allow this to keep occurring. Stop helping that team. Please. Gee whiz. Now, what is the Bulls' end goal here? Are they just hoarding every guard? You can't win a team of just all guards. Are they doing a 2K my franchise challenge? All guards lineup? Why do you have 36 guards right now? What's going on, bro? Who needs to handle the ball? The ball don't need to be handled that much. I promise it don't. They just traded Kobe White and Mike Conley Jr. to the Hornets for Colin Sexton. And then Ousmane Dieng, who no one knew got traded from the Thunder, actually, by the way, to the Bulls. What's on your chest, big dog? What's going on over there? I just don't really know. What are these trades right now? What is this deadline? These trades are seemingly happening. And by the way, the Bulls didn't even get a first. They didn't even get no first rounder out of this. But Kobe's gone. And there you go. They got Mike Conley. So I don't even know what to make out of this, but good luck, Bulls. Are we all in agreement that Giannis is most definitely leaving Milwaukee? Bro talking about some goddamn all this bull jive about how his family is so attached to Milwaukee. And even, and I've had my father, he's buried here, and I love you. You call this a failure. Bro, you're about to get traded. You're leaving. Come on, bro. You don't have to put up the act with us, brother. You're leaving, man. You most definitely you want to win. The Milwaukee Bucks are not winning. I can promise this. The Greek gaslighter. He's just trying to double, triple, and quadruple down, fighting for his life. That he is. Why cap? Why lie? Just get traded and keep it pushing, bro. You're trying to go to the Warriors, bro. You're trying to be with Curry. And good God, if he actually goes to the Warriors, bro, I might fall him to my knees, bro, because I can't allow this. We cannot allow Steph Curry and Giannis, the ultimate duo. This is yin and yang. We have the best perimeter shooter and then the best driver on the same team, bro. We cannot allow this to occur. We're gonna get Warriors versus Thunder ultimate series. Good grief. Now, as a Hawks fan, I will say, how about you come over here? You got the lemon pepper. I'm just saying. The only issue if for the Giannis to come to ATL is that we already have Jalen Johnson, so it's a little bit awkward. Jalen's cooking. He's a young guy. And trading, obviously, we don't want to trade him. But if we have Giannis, there's not really any space for him to go. So it's that embarrassing. Somebody's going to have to give. But this is wild. And then LeBron James. Is he going back? Are they going to get James on James action over there in Cleveland? What do y'all think? Is he going to go retire in Cleveland alongside James Harden and Donovan Mitchell? Now that one, I'm not going to lie. They might win a ship there. They could, but it would be very interesting to see that. But that would just be disastrous in the end because after that, LeBron's going to leave. Y'all might not get picks. James going to try to get traded, or maybe LeBron going to hit James with the stare and have James traded mid-game. Who knows? He's going to come in with a fat suit. So this is just wild and redonkulous. I'm not going to lie to you. But though that's just, I had to rant. We're just looking at the news here. We're live, so no script. Coming off the dome. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I got some stuff off the chest. Maybe I'll see you in the next one. I hope so. Goodbye.